Hi guys. Hello, hello, hello. Happy day, happy day, happy day. Hope you guys all can see and hear me. I've been testing out this lavalier lapel mic. So let me know, guys, if my sound is good. Just give me a one in the comments. Also, let me know where are you tuning in from. For those of you who are watching me for the very, very first time, I'm Letitia Campbell. I'm your number one sales and systems strategist. I'm also the CEO and founder of the Campbell Success Network. I help very successful entrepreneurs grow and scale their businesses ethically and organically, all through leveraging email marketing and systems. I'm also the creator of the wildly popular program called the List Building Academy, where, again, very successful entrepreneurs go to scale their businesses, all through leveraging email marketing and funnels. So, I have a question, guys, and I did this live inside of my client group the other day, and I want to bring this conversation back here to my email marketing trends and conversations talk show. This is episode 21, actually. And I want to ask you guys a question of whether you feel that you are a brand or a small business, right? And what made me come up with that topic was that I was thinking about this topic to share because it's so controversial. Like, some people who feel that they're a brand is really actually a small business, and some people who are, you may be a small business, you may feel that you are a small business, but really you're a brand. So I want to talk about like how to determine which one are you. Like, are you a brand or are you a small business? And I'm going to share with you guys also my own personal feeling on if I am a brand or if I am actually a small business. So I started off building my business online years ago. Like, oh my God, almost 2 decades ago, I decided to say, you know what? There has to be an easier way to promote your business. And when the internet boom started, I had to been like in high school. I remember I have my uncle Kenny, rest in peace. He was actually one of the first people who introduced me to AOL and all that stuff. And it just went on from there, right? So as I started to build my business online, you know what I'm saying? It was no such thing as me personally, I never heard of that word branding or a small entrepreneurship and things like that. Like, those was not words that were prevalent, in the community. So it's like we sort of had to learn as we go. Like, I always say that we were like in the jungle with just a pocket knife, just doing everything. And when live streaming came out around, oh my God, that turned my business upside down. I started out live streaming, if I can remember, back in late 2015. Hey, Therese, can you hear me? How you doing, love? I started my live streaming career back in, I believe it was late 2015, and then I left my job back in August 11th of 2017. So I basically built my business off of live streaming, and email marketing, prevalently email marketing, right? But since that time of me starting out building my business on the internet to now having a very successful business, everyone's teaching branding. I was actually working with a so-called brand for 2 years, and that person specifically spoke on branding. Um, but honestly, sitting here and you're like, a lot of times when you, and all of y'all those of you ladies out there who are watching me and you have been building your business online, you have heard so much, you have seen so much. And sometimes you sit back and you have moments where you're like, I just need to reflect for a minute, right? Can y'all hear me? Let me just Hey guys, sorry, I had to turn off. Hold on one second. Mhm. Can y'all hear me, Therese? Wait, let's pause for a minute because this is getting good. Okay, Therese, tell me one more time. Just give me number 2 in the comments, Therese. And if y'all don't know who Therese is, she's my amazing assistant. Yeah. Hello, the Cheryl, the girl. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Where are you watching from? Yeah, Therese, give me a number 2 to let me know. Let me know if you can see and hear me clearly. Type in 2 in the chat. Type in 2 in the chat. And for those of you who are watching me for the first time, I'm Letitia Campbell. I help very successful entrepreneurs grow and scale their businesses all through leveraging email marketing and systems. Yes. Um, okay, Cheryl said better, but I just need one more confirmation. Oh, you in Florida? I'm actually planning on doing an event later this year. Not an event, it's going to be a retreat later this year in Florida. You guys know I've done I think I've done 3 or 5 masterminds in Florida. So, hey, Cynthia, how are you? Okay, great too. So, like I was saying, those of you ladies, and type in the comments, how long have you guys been promoting and marketing your business online? Even if it was like you started marketing it, then you stopped, and then you started, then you stopped. Don't answer this question off of that. Like sometimes people do that. Well, yeah, technically I've been building my business for 10 years, but really I really have been going hard for 2 years. No, tell me like how many years you've been promoting what you offer online. So for me, almost 2 decades, right? So with that said, guys, I was working with a so-called brand that they taught about branding. And like I mentioned, if you have been building a business for as long as I have, you've heard a lot of stuff. You've seen a lot of people come, you've seen a lot of people go, you've seen a lot of people put off a persona that they were successful and really in reality they weren't. But I want to give you guys my understanding of my personal experience and opinions on whether branding and small business. To me, a small business is not the same as a brand, right? Or I don't even say small business. And matter of fact, let me just say that so that way you guys can understand what I'm talking about. It's not the same as a brand. A brand is a company, is a organization, is sort of a movement that could stand on its own. So I want to ask you guys a question. Does your business right now need you to operate it? Or can your business operate with somebody else managing it, taking over it, and what have you? I want to give you an example, like Amazon, Jeff Bezos. He started out, Amazon's been around for years, right? He started out where he was operating the business. He made all decisions. He had his hand in everything, right? And now I think it was last year, it was a big announcement saying that he's actually stepped down, which he really didn't step down. What ended up happening, ladies, was he ended up being part of the board. He's still involved in Amazon, but Amazon doesn't need him to run the business. So that is, he has built a brand. He has built something that he has actually handed off to somebody else. He's still making money, right? Just because somebody stepped down does not mean that they're not making money, right? What it means that he's handing off the decisions to somebody else. Now, y'all can, there's so many layers to this, but just get what I'm saying here for a second. So if you're a brand, that means that your business doesn't need you to make money. You can make money in your sleep. You can make money, regardless of the fact. Give me 1 second. Okay, thank you, Therese. Sorry, I didn't see that message. But if you're a small business, what that means is that your business needs you to be profitable. You are the face, right? Without you, right? Not you're not being profitable because your business needs you in order to flourish and survive. Now, here's the thing, ladies. There is nothing wrong with being a small business. I feel like in the past couple of months or year, there's been so many people out there, and I almost got I almost fell into this concept. Last year, I was working with a young lady, and she was like, "Letitia, you got to build your business up so you can step away. Can you take a month off of your business? If you can't, you got to focus on be able to hand off responsibility to your business so you can take a month off, so you can take a vacation." Let me tell you something. If you're trying to build a business so you can take vacation, you're not an entrepreneur. Because true entrepreneurs, if you are really an entrepreneur, you got that entrepreneur mindset, our brains is always working. Yeah, type in hashtag me if that's you. Where you wake up in the morning and you're thinking about new ideas. You're sitting on a toilet and you're like, oh my God, I got a new title idea for my live. Or you could be like, you take content from everywhere. Your brain is always on. It's no way as a true entrepreneur, you cut off your brain, because we're always creating. And that's why you see some entrepreneurs who are making billions of dollars because they always keep that creation hat on. They don't want to try and cut it off. So like I said, I almost fell into that rabbit hole of someone telling me that if you're not handing your complete business over, then it's a bad thing. And it's not a bad thing. I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm the CEO and founder of my company. I have 5 streams of income. Like I say, it takes 7 streams of income to have that true financial freedom. I have 5. I got to come up with 2 more by the end of this year. I have to have my hand in everything because this is my name. This is my business, this is my company. This is my message. This is my legacy and empire that I'm building. And no longer would I allow anybody to tell me to say, listen, because you're not building a business that you can step away from, then it's not going to be successful. I know dozens and hundreds of women who are small businesses or entrepreneurs that have their hand in their business and have their hand in everything, and they love that. That's for me to hand off my entire company to somebody else is not going to happen, at least not anytime soon. So again, the difference between a small business and a brand, as I mentioned, I have a small business. I have several small businesses, right? And that's the structure that I want to operate. Now, here's why I'm mentioning this, ladies, because this live right here is going to help you make 6 figures this year. I promise and guarantee it. And here's why. You have to choose right now. And I want y'all to put this in the comments. You have to choose right now in this very moment. Are you a brand or are you a small business? Right? And whatever you choose is not wrong. This is what I'm saying. If you say that you're a brand, it's not wrong to say that you're a brand. If you say that you're a small business, it's not wrong for you to say that you're a small business. It's no wrong answer. But what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is that if you say, listen, I'm a brand, Letitia, then you have to operate as a brand. Your business model must speak in accordance to a brand. If you're saying that you're a small business, then you have to operate as a small business owner. Okay, that means your business model has to be of a small business owner, and all your tasks, your income producing tasks, your SOPs, everything has to be in operations as either a small business owner or a brand. That right there is so vital, so important. Now, some of you guys call yourself brands, right? But you're operating as a small business, and you're asking yourself why you are not getting results, right? And then some of y'all who are small business owners, right, really should be operating as a brand, and now you're wondering why it's harder for you to step away. Okay, so this particular conversation, yes, I know that it's going to change your business overnight. Just as we speak, and I can feel some of y'all writing this down, writing down the answer whether or not you're a brand or you're a small business. Now, for me, as I mentioned earlier, I said I was going to share with you guys what type of business I have, and my business is a small business. Okay, is a small business. I'm not building my business, at least not in this current state, for me to step away, because I am the face of my company. I am the face of my movement, right? Did y'all get this? Let me know in the comments, guys, if y'all got this so far. I know this is very deep. I know this conversation is something that people don't talk about, or people are not willing to be honest with you. If somebody comes around and says, listen, I'm gonna teach you how to build a brand, right? But hello, you're probably not ready to build a brand. Colors and logos, that's not branding, right? Mission statements, that's not branding, right? Branding is so much deeper. Branding is Amazon. Branding is Jeff Bezos. You step down, you hand it off to somebody else. Branding is a structure. So is small business ownership. That's a structure. Now, listen, people can argue at this with me all the time, but really, This is about you being real and true and honest with yourself about the state of your current business and what is your overall goal. What is your overall goal, right? Do you want to be the face of your company, or do you want to have your company be considered a symbol like Nike, right? Adidas, right? Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying? Those things are symbols. If I walk in with a Louis Vuitton purse, that's a symbolization of something. You know, Tesla, right? Those are brands. Okay. Small business owners, guys, that's you being that face. That's Mary Kay. You know, Mary Kay, I forgot the young lady that owns it, my bad. But she is the face of Mary Kay. You know, I mean, again, there's several, you know, examples of small businesses that, yes, are making billions of dollars. See, when you think of the word small business, it's not, some people think small business, that means small money. No, small business, you could be sitting on right now $1 million business. You could be actually, oh, I know the majority of you right now is sitting on a 6-figure business this year, right? Doesn't mean that you're making small money. Just say that, you know, it's about, this is how my structure is, you know, this is the structure. I structure and I operate as a small business owner, or you operate as a brand. Okay. And some of y'all need to stop calling yourself brands when really in all reality, you are so scared to hand off your brand to somebody else to control it. You may have micromanagement issues. You may have trust issues. You may have all types of things that will, all these barriers that will never, ever allow you to be a true brand. I want y'all to think about that. I know this is deep. Some of y'all sitting in those comments quiet, and that's okay. And I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to put down in the chat, are you a brand or are you a small business? And now y'all probably asking, well, Letitia, this is called email marketing trends and conversations. How does whether or not I'm a brand or whether or not I'm a small business equates to building an email list? That's everything about your email list, right? Once you start to realize and discover that whether or not you're a brand or a small business, now you're going to start to narrow down who is it that you want to talk to. Because if you're a course creator or service provider, you're going to build a list of people who need you, right? Or if you're a brand, you're going to build a business for people who need your brand. Think about it, ladies. That's why, you know, knowing what type of business model you have or want to have is so important, because it's going to keep you from running that hamster wheel. You know, that young lady, even though she was nice as gold, amazing person, right? She was trying to get me into structuring my business in the way that my business was never ever meant to be modeled. And once you're clear, guys, once you are clear on whether or not you're a brand or a small business, when people come out the bushes or the woodwork and telling you that, hey, I got this opportunity to help you with this, or this is how you should be running your business, you're going to say, wait a minute, I'm not a small business, I'm a brand, so I'm not going to do that. Or you're going to say, I'm a small business, I'm not a brand, I'm not going to go down that road. It's going to keep you clear and keep you focused. Because one thing I know is true, after the many, many years I've been building a business online, entrepreneurs, we become the most easily distracted sometimes. And so that's why we have to constantly be focus driven. Because when we're not, when people come to, of course, our emails, our DMs, I get DMs almost every single day of people wanting me to speak, you know, on their summits, or wanting me to speak on their stages, or wanting me to partner with them. And Therese will tell you, my answer is always no. Because if it doesn't speak to my goal, if my business is not getting anything or benefiting me in the long term, then I'm not going to do it. Yes, in the earlier years, I used to get so happy, you know, when anybody would DM me and say, hey, Letitia, I would love to partner with the Camel Success Network. How can we do that? And I learned the hard way that in doing that, you will end up being in a year or a couple of year long partnership that's not serving you and is also not even serving your clients. So that's huge for you guys to understand. Listen, I got to get clear on what my true business identity is and what it's not. Right? What it is and what it's not. What are you saying, Therese? Therese said that hers is a small business. And you know what, Therese? That is okay. That is okay. The reason why I say that is okay, because now in this social media space, there's people out there that makes you feel bad for saying I'm a small business. They'll sit there and quick and say, girl, you need to build a brand. You need to build a brand. And they don't even know what the hell branding means. Because branding has nothing to do with colors, has nothing to do with logos, has nothing to do with funnels, has nothing to do with none of this stuff that a website has nothing to do with none of that stuff that people talk. Branding is a business model. Jeff Bezos taught us that best. It's a business model. Because let me tell you something, I'll be quite honest. I have a logo, but do y'all care about my logo? My brand colors is eggplant purple, navy blue, and gold. Do y'all care? Does that do anything for you? Nothing. It doesn't serve your audience, it doesn't serve you. How many people out there right now, their colors are pink or purple? How many? I know tons and tons of ladies that have the same brand colors as me. Let me not say that has the same colors as I have. Similar logos to me, all that stuff. There's a lady actually that basically tattooed my whole logo on her back and say, "Oh, this is I'm a lioness now." I'm like, "Girl, please stop." Oh, now you a lioness? Okay. Okay. Mm. Just saying, it just makes no sense. So I'm telling you guys this, like, I work with very successful entrepreneurs. I work with women who are either designing their business as a brand or designing their businesses as a small business. And that's just what it is. I'm not that coach that's got to say, oh, I have a client that I have a private client. Her name is Tanya, not the number one tax queen, Tanya. I have another client named Tanya. And she just had somebody do her logo, not my team, but somebody else. And when she sent it to me, I said, girl, no, go back to the drawing board. And I'm gonna be quite honest with you guys. If y'all are getting started in your business, don't make the first thing you get is a website. Don't get a website first. Don't get a logo first. Please don't. I'm just being honest. If you're just building a business or if you're rebranding, do not get a logo and don't run to get a website, because I promise you within a year or even less than a year, you're going to change the whole thing. Yes, you are. And some of you have already changed your logos and your websites probably 10 different times already. You're going to change it. So why make that investment now? Because that person's going to do the job. Yes, they may do the job well. They may do the job not so well. And they're going to go on and work with other people. And you're going to sit there, you're going to get stuck with something that you don't like. Or by next year, you're going to change gears and say, I don't really like those colors. That's not really me. I want to change it, right? Focus on what type of business you want to run. Think about your destination. That's the biggest question, guys. That's the biggest question. Think about your destination. When you're 65, 70, 80 years old, do you still want to be doing what you're doing now? Right? And then reverse engineer back from there. Right? If you're saying, listen, my business is going to be a small business, I always want to be the face of it. Yes, I may delegate eventually some responsibilities, some tasks, some things to other people, but I'm still the face. The face, beauty face. You're still the face. Okay, good. If you're still going to be the face, then you're building a small business model. But if you want to say, listen, I want to build a business where I'm no longer the face, it's just going to be a symbol, or like McDonald's, a cartoonish character that, like Ronald McDonald. You don't know who's wearing that makeup, right? It could be a black guy, it could be a Spanish guy, it could be an Indian guy wearing that McDonald's makeup and stuff. It don't matter. It's the symbol. It's the cartoonish character. Are you building a business like Nike, where it's just a check mark? You know what I'm saying? right? There's some brands that you look at their logos, it's just a dot. But when you see that dot, you know what that dot represents, right? So that's what you got to think. And I want y'all to answer that question. And thank you so much, Therese, for answering that. I'm building a business for me personally where I'm sorry, I'm always going to be the face of the Camel Success Network. I'm always going to be the face. Okay. Even when I pass on, my kids would take over it, but people are going to know that it started with Letitia Campbell, the number one sales and system strategist, the queen of the internet, the queen of business. I will always sit on this throne. So when other women look at me, they know who I am. I'm not building my business up to be a brand. To me, in my particular opinion, it's boring. And to be quite honest, I'm just totally unduplicatable. And so are you. You are unduplicatable. For somebody to duplicate your movement, your message, your mission, everything, it's going to be hard to do. Right? Almost damn near impossible. So like I said, y'all, it's nothing wrong with operating as a brand. And it's damn sure. Hello, Miss Jones. How are you, sis? How are you? There's nothing wrong with operating as a brand, and there's nothing wrong with operating as a small business. The choice is yours. The choice is yours, but choose the right one and stay focused on that. That's why I tell you guys, and when you guys are answering that question, whether or not you're a brand or whether or not you're a small business, I want you all to think, pretend that you are sitting and you are 85 years old. Where do you see your business at 85 years old? I am doing lovely, sis, y'all. To be quite honest, I'm about to go to the supermarket. So that's why, yeah, people ask me all the time, like, do you wake up and put makeup on? Yes, I do. Why not? Just because you're an entrepreneur doesn't mean you gotta look like a mess, right? So yeah, I wake up, I put on my makeup for the most part. Yes, there's days that I don't put on makeup, but I put on some of that translucent powder, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. Like I get up, take a shower, put on my makeup, and I just feel like, bam, my day has started. If I'm sitting in my pajamas all day, then and I have a client. Her name is Nicola, right? And she does direct sales, and she even said that on her live a couple of months back when someone asked her, hey, if you have a business, why do you get dressed up, why do you wake up and put on your makeup every day? And she's like, yeah, that makes me feel like my day has started. You get up, change your clothes, guys. If you get up and you still in your pajamas and you think you're going to get on that laptop and crush it, I have 4 client calls today. One of them is with Miss Jones, right? I think one of them is with you, right, Miss Jones? Yeah, you're on the list too. And so I like to get made up to show my clients that, when I show up in front of them, that I appreciate them and I appreciate their time. If I show up and I'm in sweats and got my bonnet on, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff, that that's not going. Another thing, the reason why I really make myself up a lot, and I show up to my clients and I show up to you guys presentable, is because we Black women. Can we just be honest? We are Black women. We can't show up like them. We can't. I'm gonna be totally honest. We can't show up like them. Okay, they can get away with showing up however they want, and people will still spend hundreds of thousands of dollars with them. But us, we can't do that. We got to work harder and smarter than them. We got to do that extraness, okay, to get noticed. So if you think you're going to pop on your live as any old kind of way and people are going to pick up what you're putting down, sis, don't look at me and say, why am I not making money? I'm doing the same thing as them, but mama, you're not them. So stop trying to be like them. See, that was me, back in the day, following them, you know, and feeling like I can look like them. I can show up. No, no, no. I show up like this. I'm going to do extra to build my legacy. I'm going to present myself. They can show up in rags and still have riches. And when I walk in the room, people turn and say, oh, what's her name? Oh, what's her name? You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to do the extra. You don't have to do a beat like me. If you don't know what a beat means, beats, put on your makeup. You don't have to do a beat like me. I'm a queen beater. Honey, I could put eyeshadow on my eyes closed. I've been doing this since I was 12 years old. But girl, get you some lips. Go to the Walgreens, get you some lip gloss. Yo, I'm gonna start doing some get ready with me tutorials. Teach you queens how to put some makeup on, honey. Go to the Walgreens, get you some makeup, honey. Get you some mascara, some eyeliner, some lip gloss, honey. Your favorite. If you like a little bit of light pink, get that on. Get you some pressing powder, honey. I know some of y'all had grandmothers that would have, the pressing powder, honey. My grandmother always had some pressing powder, honey. The thing you put and show up. Don't come on. My mother has this word, and let me tell you something. My mother says this word to you, you instantly feel bad. She's like, girl, don't you show up raggedy, right? It was one live I did where I slipped, and my mother saw that live. And she said, Letitia, you looked at raggedy. I was like, I took that live down, honey. Yes, don't. Let me tell you something. People see you before they hear you. And I'm not trying to tell y'all girls out there that like that natural look. I look natural right now. I look what you talk about. I'm look natural right now. What you saying? I like this. I have some ladies say, I like the natural look. I look natural right now. What you trying to say? I'm all natural, honey. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, yes, 3 o'clock. Yep. I gotta run out to the grocery store right now. It's already 1 o'clock. Exactly. Yes. Guys, listen, and plus it makes you feel better. It makes you feel better because I'm really looking at me, y'all. I'm looking at y'all comments, but I'm looking at this beat, honey. I'm like, ooh, girl, you still did an evil beat this day, girl. You blend into the laws, honey. Listen, you are blended. You are beat, honey. You are painted, honey. Because I paint, honey. If I don't do nothing else, you best believe I paint. And this is why I told my kids when I pass away, please cremate me because I don't want no white man painted up my face in my casket. It is not going to happen. Please just cremate me. Okay. I do not want to sit looking like casket ready, honey. Just cremate me and spread my ashes across Jones Beach, honey. Mm-hmm. I'm just being honest, honey. I'm being so serious. I tell my husband, well, I didn't tell my husband because he's gonna pass away before I do, and I'm gonna cremate him. He don't know that yet, but he gonna get cremated. And you know, because ain't nobody can really paint how I paint. So I don't want nobody come to my funeral looking at me like, who's that? Who is that? That's not my mama. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. They didn't even contour her. Where's her highlight? Oh my. Oh no. Look at her eyebrows. Oh, that's not my mama. Uh-uh. And that white man sitting on the corner like this. Cremate me. Okay. And just have a picture. One of my I've done tons of photo shoots. Just do a whole collage of all the places I've been and little photo shoots and stuff. And they all look at that. I don't want them to remember me in no damn box. No, ma'am. I don't want that to be my last memory. No, 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 no. All right, y'all. I have to leave because I have a ton of work to do. But before I leave, right, just to do a little bit of housekeeping, I should have did this earlier in the show. But I'm going to start a brand new page. Okay. I'm going to start a brand new page. You guys know I've had that Women's Success Domination page for years. I'm talking about probably almost 8, 9 years now. And that page has grown. We have like over 1,500 followers on that page. Um, and that page is going through a lot of changes throughout my business and things like that. I now want to create a brand new page. Okay. And don't worry, I'm going to be inviting all you guys to the page and what have you. And it's going to be a page that I'm going to be really going live on more. So I'm trying to go less. I'm going to go less live on this. Those of you who are watching on Facebook right now, if you're watching on my personal profile, I'm going to really start to focus on going live more on my brand new page. Because for one, you guys know I have a large team of designers, social media managers, and stuff like that. And it gives them an opportunity to step in and manage the page. And I just pop up and be the face of the page and what have you. So that's what's going to go on with that. And so you guys know, if you're building a business, it's better to automate through a business page versus a personal page. You know what I'm saying? But I will be posting here on this personal page, so don't worry about that. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure y'all like and subscribe the video, because honey, I done painted for y'all. Okay. Well, I paint anyway, regardless. And so that's what's going on with that. Also, if you haven't done so already, feel free. If you want to learn more about email marketing and how to build your list, I do a free list building masterclass every single week. If to register, just go to campbellsuccessnetwork.com. For those of you who are serious about building your email list, leveling up your email marketing, and actually working with me personally every single week, join my List Building Academy. And the link to join is at campbellsuccessnetwork.com also. Hey, Charlita. Charlita said, girl, my makeup application consists of lipstick. And that's fine too. That's okay. Because what I'm trying to say is, listen, sisters, I'm talking to my, see, y'all gotta understand, I'm not black like this. I'm black like this. Okay. So my black girls, my colored girls, don't stop showing up on live with a bonnet on. Okay, please stop. Because honestly, when y'all show up presentably, even if you got lipstick on, lipstick is everything. Every queen should have lipstick. I don't care if it's red. I don't care if it's pink. I don't care if it's black. Whatever color you like, put it on. Before you hit that go live button, just okay. But what I'm trying to say is, just don't show up as Raggedy Ann. Okay? Don't show up like you silly from The Color Purple. Okay? That's what I'm just saying. That's what I'm just saying. Yes, I started a new one too. Awesome. Yes, you did. I did see that, Trees. Yes. So yeah, those of you who are on my Instagram name is still going to be the same, at the real Letitia Campbell. My Twitter is going to be the same, at the real _ Letitia. Those, in my YouTube is still going to be Letitia Campbell. Those are going to stay the same. The only thing that's going to be different is here on Facebook. I'm going to be really going live on my new business page, and I'll tell you all the information to that soon. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope this brought you some extreme value. And yeah, this was a great conversation. So I want y'all to write down on a piece of paper today, are you operating as a small business, or do you want to operate as a brand, and start to build your business model around that? So for those of you who are asking, well, how do I build a business model if I'm a brand, and how do I build a business model if I'm a small business? You listen, y'all have Google at your fingertips. Go on Google, go on YouTube, and say, what is a business model for a brand? What is a business model for a small business? And go from there. And start from there. You start with one thing. It doesn't have to be everything. Like if there's 20 ways to be a brand, then start off with step number 1. And then next month you do step number 2. Like you lead up into that goal. It's not an overnight thing. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, don't forget, get out there and dominate, because it's time to design the life that you in fact deserve. Till next time. Bye, guys. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Artavia Denise, your Flab to Fab Mama. I help busy and postpartum moms transform from baby flab to mama fab by helping them regain their mental and physical pre-pregnancy body with my knowledge and experience through pregnancy weight gain and weight loss. And my mission is to help you all become beautiful, sexy, and confident in your own skin. And Letitia had helped me with direction in my business, and she has made me feel completely confident. She's helped me get out of my own self-thinking. Before, I used to feel like I couldn't do this. There's no way. I didn't believe in my own dream, and she's given me hope, and she's given me structure, and she's gave me great direction and leadership. And I am just totally confident, and I'm ready to rock this.
Hi, my name is Mariel Morales, and I am the life artist. Working with Letitia Campbell has been amazing. It has changed my life. I went from working a job that I totally hated. I hated myself, I hated my life, to now living the life of my dreams. I am every day a step closer to becoming the beautiful and confident woman that I deserve to be. I am so excited to have my new business that I have been able to create under the coaching of Letitia Campbell. Thank you.
You don't get to this level talking. You don't get to this level almost. You don't get to this level doing 70%. You get to this level when you execute. All I's are dotted, all T's are crossed. Is that clear? People respect you when you finish, not when you talk. Some of y'all, you talk too much. Stop talking. You don't got to tell me what you're going to do. Just what? Just do it. You think I'm going to have respect for you because you're talking about it, or you think I'm going to have respect because you do it? You don't get to this level talking. You don't get to this level almost. You don't get to this level doing 70%. You get to this level when you execute. All I's are dotted, all T's are crossed. Is that clear? People respect you when you finish, not when you talk. Some of y'all, you talk too much. Stop talking. You don't got to tell me what you're going to do. Just what? Just do it. You think I'm going to have respect for you because you're talking about it, or you think I'm going to have respect because you do it?